What's up guys, welcome back to episode 6 of doing Ubisoft's job for them. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back to Custom Operators, the series where the community and I come up with some cool gadget designs for Rainbow Six Siege and see how they shake out. I just wanted to quickly thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. That number is just astronomical to me and it really means a lot that you guys like the content so much. But we're not stopping there. I'm shooting to make at least one video per week, more likely 2. One operator video you can expect on Fridays, and one commentary or gameplay video you can expect sometime during the week. So let's keep this ball rolling and I'll see you fantastic people when we reach 10K and beyond. Join up on the Discord if you have some operator ideas of your own, and one day I'll be featuring them in a dedicated video. Today we have one of the most creative operations I've ever put together, and I'm super proud of all the work we've put into this one. This one includes not only my first attempt at a dedicated shield operator, something we haven't had since Grim Sky, but also a defender that very literally changes the structure of the map. Without further ado, let's get into Operation Rose Solstice. Operation Rose Solstice takes us to the lush, stormy deltas of Bangladesh. This region currently only has one operator in the game, Kali, who is from India. This is my take at a pair of operators from Southeastern Asia, but stay tuned for more from this region, namely Indonesia. Now, I've been looking into adding some more than just operators in these operations, but maps are a nightmare for reasons that I'll get into in a future video. But I can add a few new things. Sometimes weapons, sometimes attachments, and sometimes secondary gadgets. So stay tuned for those. As we get into our brand new attacker, I want you to keep in mind the stormy, rainy atmosphere this season is rooted in. Our new attacker, Karma, is a passionate artist from Dhaka. She aligns herself with Rainbow and joins up with Cav and Warden in Ghost Eyes, as her gadget is perfect for stealth operations. Being our first dedicated shield operator since year 3, and launching off the back of the new shield changes, I took all of this into account when balancing her gadget, namely the ETL shield. It's equipped with a miniaturized device similar in design to Pulse's scanner. When activating her gadget, a brief window of heartbeat detection will fill the glass in her shield, allowing her to see enemies in a reasonable distance. For the duration of the effect, Karma cannot aim down sights with her sidearm, and her movement is decently slowed. The area of effect for detection is slightly larger than that of Pulse's, but unlike Pulse, her gadget is on a cooldown after use, similar to how Solstice's gadget functions. Now I understand how strong this gadget is for roam clear, as Karma basically takes Montaigne's role of human drone to a next level, so I added a similar mechanic to Jackal's scanning, in that when you are scanned, you are made aware of it through an on-screen pop-up and an announcer voice line. This makes it so that it's just a little bit more difficult to get a wallbang or rush someone down without them knowing. Her counters include anything that would counter an electrical gadget, including Solstice, Mute, Tubarão. I should also mention that despite her exceptional role as a roam clearer, her hard counter is the often underrated Caveira. When using her silent step, Cav slows down her heartbeat and makes her detectable from only half the distance, so if you're coming up on a Cav, you might not realize it until it's too late. However, I think Karma is a significant addition to our roam clear roster, and with backup, she can be a force to be reckoned with without having reasonable counterplay. As a shield operator, I did maybe get a little carried away with her loadout, giving her the P10C, or arguably the best red dot pistol in the game, or the Bailiff 410 if you want some extra vertical power. For secondary gadgets, I gave her smokes to cover herself while she's using her gadget or for plants, and breach charges to open up walls when chasing down roamers. Our defender, Nav, was born in rural Bangladesh and lived extremely poorly for the entirety of his childhood. He met Karma through an outreach program and they have been inseparable ever since. He joins up with Wolfguard, and his gadget, similar to Ace, would be fantastic for search and rescue operations. Nav, similar to Azami or Mira, has a gadget that can entirely change the way a site is played. Simply put, Similar to how Thermite's gadget works, Nav places down a thermite charge that has the unique ability of burning through the metal beams in soft floors. This basically creates a custom hatch anywhere there is space for one. He gets one of these during the prep phase, and one a minute into the round, which adds a high-risk, high-reward dynamic to his kit. The creative possibilities of this gadget are seemingly endless, from everything to increasing vertical pressure, creating a quick getaway, making attackers unknowingly fall down onto the floor below, completely denying an entrance, and so much more. Nav is really, really powerful, and you should all be grateful I'm not a dev, because this shit would be broken. I should mention that these custom hatches function as actual hatches, meaning that Oryx can use them to roam, and Aruni can attach her gates to them. Nav plays a very powerful role in defense, but these hatches are also a double-edged sword, as vertical can be used on both teams. An insufficiently defended Nav hatch can be a detriment to your team, but a massive advantage if placed and held properly. Similar to Mira, Nav practically controls the defensive meta when he is chosen. In this fashion, he has a few very important counters, one being Amaru, who can also use his hatches, the other being any form of roam clear like Lion, Dokebi, and Yana. Also Karma, if we're counting her. For his loadout, I wanted to add another DMR in defense, while not giving it any magnification, because dear god, please don't give Tubarão the ACOG on defense, Ubisoft. You have no idea what you're doing. For primary options, we have the 417 or the French DMR, once again, no magnification, and the AUG A3 or Cade's SMG. This gives him decent options for both kinds of players, and I feel the low rate of fire on both weapons requires him to be more accurate with his shots. For secondaries, we have the 44 Mag, an arguably weak option that doesn't really offer him any backup when being rushed. Finally, his secondary gadgets, we have observation blockers to make pinning him down a little harder, and the bulletproof camera to offer him some creative intel options. I feel that Nav, even if powerful, has reasonable enough counters that make him a pivotal role in every round. Now, quickly, I wanted to add something new to these custom operator showcases. I'll try to do this at least once every operation from now on, this time featuring a brand new attachment. We already have many muzzle options in the game, including the flash hider and the compensator being polar opposites of one another, but we have no opposite of the extended barrel. Introducing the short barrel, which is only available on certain weapons with low fire rate. This barrel does the opposite of the extended barrel, lowering your damage and range, but in turn increasing your rate of fire. Now I know this makes no sense in terms of gun logic, but this is a game, so let me have my fun. I think this option would be extremely popular on select weapons, affording a little more creativity within the arguably stale attachment options we currently have. Alright, that's it for Operation Rose Solstice. Don't be afraid to join up on the Discord and share some ideas of your own. We've had plenty of really close calls in there, matching almost my ideas exactly. If you enjoyed, I encourage you to like and subscribe as always, as there will be many, many more of these custom operators to come, most likely once a week. Comment down below your thoughts on these operators. Typically your buffs, nerfs to my ideas are great feedback. And that's it for me this time. I'll see you all on the flip side. My hit IQ.